How hard is it to be a good parent?
We should have been in that crash.
Today, we're going to be talking about the 8 Passengers drama. It's something that I just recently discovered. I've actually never heard of 8 Passengers. I've seen some YouTube videos, some people talking about it on the internet. I was like,
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October, and they gave my room back like 2 weeks ago.
whoa! Holy shit. As a parent myself, I feel like I have some pretty good things I could say about it. I try to keep things lighthearted here. This is actually the second video in the style I've made, so most of you wouldn't know that. Before we get into this video, if you want to leave a like, comment, and hit that noti bell. As NC Hammer says, if you guys know that, if you guys are in anime YouTubing. If you guys would do that for me, that would be awesome. And there was one thing I do want to address. It seems like some people took the wrong impressions from my last video, like I was saying that being a Republican or right-wing was like bad, or like I was dunking on it. It's like, no, I'm not trying to do that. I just thought this guy who had right-wing values was cringe, and I just wanted to point it out. If somebody on the left was being cringe and doing crazy, cringy things, I would be like, wow. It's not that serious. I'm not sitting there saying, guys, we need pronouns always. They're cool. I mean, like if somebody wants to use pronouns, that's fine, but it's like I don't really care either way. Like we shouldn't be getting that upset. That was basically the point that I was trying to make. With this drama that is going on, there's been a lot of things that have unfolded and a lot of things that has transpired, and I think they are worthy of note. So if you guys want a really in-depth look on this family in its entirety, I think Jay Aubrey has a really good video on that. It's about, I think it was like an hour and something minutes long. It was made 3 years ago, so there's a lot of missing context and a lot of missing details that would probably be good to have. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep things pretty lighthearted here. I don't really like use. I don't think that's based. I think it's pretty cringe and I think it's bad. But I'm a YouTuber, so you know, you get what you get. Just want to say before we get into this, it's not cool. Is bad, and if you do that, you should go to jail and be beaten with a stick that has chocolate on the end of it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So what was 8 Passengers? And why am I saying was? Well, it's because 8 Passengers was a YouTube channel, and it's since been deleted. It has been wiped off the face of the internet, and that's for good. So the mother, which I'm going to be focusing primarily on this, she has a husband, but I'm not really going to be focusing too deep into him. It's mostly the mother I'm going to be focusing on because she was the one with the camera in front of all of the children. There were 6 children involved with this, and she basically documented every aspect of their life. A running theme with a lot of these channels is that in front of the camera, they seemed like quite a good family. They seemed like the perfect family you could ever imagine. But behind the scenes, there was some pretty shitty stuff going on. With Ruby, she, like I said, she would document every aspect of these children's life, even one of them from the moment that this child was born. And I think from Jay Aubrey, because he was like my primary source of like research. I mean, I've done some research on the internet, but he even made it a note. The channel had been running since this 6-year-old daughter had been born. So every aspect of this 6-year-old daughter's life was completely documented, and I think that is a terrible way to parent. Could you imagine like all of the embarrassing moments and all of the like minute details of your life being like documented very, very heavily on the internet so everybody can scrutinize and see? It's like, you know, the mom just being like, oh my god, Jimmy, he got his first pubic hair, and he's like, mom, get out of here, what are you doing? It's like, oh, they have to know, you have to show them. Like, could you imagine that? Really, could you freaking imagine that? That would be fucking terrifying. Like, that would be awful. I mean, that's not even the biggest aspect of this. The one of the biggest aspects of this is the inhumane punishments that she would give to her children. Not only would she take away their bedrooms, so I think one of them had to sleep on a beanbag at one point, but she would also take away their fucking food.
I'm only going to say it one more time, and then you're going to lose the privilege to eat.
The privilege to eat. A basic human fucking right. I don't even have to say why that is a terrible thing to do. And she would openly say this on the internet. She would openly show everybody like, yep, they're not allowed to eat. Are you fucking serious? Are you crazy? As a parent myself, I can never imagine taking away basic human needs and basic human rights away from my child just because I want to punish them. I can understand taking away like things that they want and things that they find fun as a punishment. It's like, okay, you didn't do what you needed to do, or you did something bad. Okay, I'm going to take this away for an extended period of time until you learn your lesson, and then I'm going to give it back. Okay, I can understand that. That's fine. I have no issue with that. But the moment that you're taking away fucking like food from their plate, are you fucking crazy? What is wrong with you? That opens up a massive possibility for like huge resentment from the child to you. Then that opens up like a massive amount of anxiety issues the child could have. And then not only that, eating disorders. Like, could you imagine like you're taking away the child's ability to eat? So if this is a prominent punishment that you're giving to your child, then when the next time that they're able to eat, what they're going to do is they're going to stuff their fucking faces so that they're like, well, you know, like, I don't know when I'm going to eat again. So like, I should probably put food into my mouth and put food in my gullet so like I can save enough. We're animals. So, I mean, of course we have evolutionary things in our head that are going to be like, yep, this is a smart thing to do. And then that is wide open to a bunch of disorders and a bunch of bad shit that you don't want your children to have. So you're not helping them. And the worst thing about it is if this what they say openly, imagine what it's like behind closed doors. Oh wait, we don't have to. Check this shit out. Former family vlogger Ruby Frank of YouTube channel 8 Passengers has been arrested in Springfield, Utah on aggravated charges. Yep. Aggravated I didn't even mention that they were a part of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, aka Mormons, which if you're a Mormon, good for you. I'm sure you're really nice people. I'm sure you're pretty good, you know. But Mormons, they do get bad raps. I've had my fair share of encounters with Mormons, so it's like, you know, if you're a Mormon, you know, you should probably be doing better. According to the Washington County Sheriff's website, Frank was arrested yesterday at 9:33 p.m. along with business partner Jody Hilbrand, not even going to attempt to read that, who co-founded Parent Advice and Counseling YouTube channel and service Connections. That is the stupidest name. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know why I'm ragging on the name. Who gives a fuck? Both were charged with 2 counts of second-degree aggravated use, intentional or unknowing. Yeah. The unknowing part, I don't think so, because if you see what I'm about to read, you'll know. According to local affiliate Fox 13, arrest documents said that a child climbed out of the window of a residence belonging to Jody around 10:50 a.m. and went to a neighbor's house asking for food and water. The neighbors noticed duct tape around the child's wrists and ankles and called police, according to Fox 13. When police arrived, they found a child they reported as being severely emaciated and malnourished with open wounds. After that child was sent to the hospital, police found another in the home that was also malnourished, reports Fox 13. While serving a search warrant, police found evidence in the home consistent with the markings found on the juvenile. The documents also said that Frank had been seen filming in the home days before, meaning she was aware of the conditions of the children, said Fox 13. She's being held without bail at Washington County Jail, as she fucking should. I swear, if you're able to treat children like this, you are an absolute piece of fucking dog shit. No, stop. I'm serious. Like, you can't even tell me that she was trying to do, like, good by these kids. Like, you can't even tell me that she was, like, trying, like, what the fuck good were you trying to do? Like, what? Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna beat up Jimmy with a baseball bat. That'll teach him. You know, if he's got fucking, like, brain damage, who gives a shit? Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Like, it's hard to even make jokes about this just because of how fucked up it is. And I try not to get, like, too pissed off at all of this. But, like, being a parent myself, like, you hold a special amount of resentment towards these types of people. And it's really hard not to get, like, super infuriated whenever you hear how other people treat their children. Especially a mother who has already probably given their children like plenty of mental illness just from shoving a camera in their face and showing everybody every aspect of their life. Like, I don't understand how you can even do this and be like, yeah, I know we're making a shit ton of money from this, but like, yeah, this is a good thing to do. So a statement from the husband of Ruby Frank has come out, and this is what it says. Randy Kester, Kevin Frank's attorney, denied the children's father had any role, saying he was not living in the house where the alleged abuse occurred. Mom had the kids for the summer and went out of the county with the kids, and if he had known of or thought there was abuse going on, he would have been all over it, Kester said Tuesday, which is the attorney. The alleged abuse happening in the house that was a couple hundred miles away from where Mr. Frank was. So according to this, the kid's father was not a part of that, which, I mean, makes me feel a little better. But like, I don't know, all of this is just, it's really sad. It's really upsetting. And I hate that those kids had to go through that. So the sister of Ruby has also made a statement, which I'm going to put on screen. I don't have to like out and read.
It is Thursday evening, and this week has been nothing that I could have anticipated. I don't think any of us could have really anticipated. If you have the internet, you have seen news articles on my sister, Ruby, from the 8 passengers. And my sisters and I, we are on the very same page. For the last 3 years, we have truly clung on to each other and offering support to one another. And I don't think any of us could have ever seen this coming. We all did as much as we could legally. The only thing that we ultimately care about is that our nieces and nephews are safe, and they are.
It's not, everybody is not like enabling this woman, and not everybody's on her side with this. So at least they will have some people on the outside, you know, outside of her that they can go with. I don't know if they've made like any statements on like where the kids are going. If you do this, you're a piece of shit. And I hope that you get caught, and I hope the worst thing that could ever happen to you can happen to you, because these are children. These are innocent children. Even like the oldest ones, which I think was like 17, 18 or whatever, like it doesn't matter. Like, these are children. These are people that like you should be protecting. They trust you. They hope that you're doing right by them. And I wouldn't doubt if these kids were like scarred for life or had some everlasting impact from this, and that's really, really, really sad. But yeah, like I said, I tried to keep this lighthearted. It was really hard for me. Yeah, with this being like the second video like this that I made, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with what I had to say. I said my piece, and Ruby, fuck you.